Hello students, I'm back with the part 2 of use of manipulators Setw, left, right, and Setfill. And let's go back to Xcode where we were doing our coding. And I'm going to show you the code and the output. Okay, so once again I've shown the columns up to 30, first 10, second 10, and 30. And this time I'm declaring two variables, both integer type, decade which is equal to 10, millennium which is equal to 1000. Understand that if you are going to print floating point number and you want the decimals to line up in some shape or form, and if you print right justified, then they should all have same number of decimals, which means you'll have to use set precision in that case. We're not going to show that example here. So here I want to make two columns. One column is going to show decade, other column is going to show millennium, and then under decade I'll have number 10, and under millennium I want to print number 1000. And I really do have this printout already, output of this program. So I want to show you how it will look like, and it should really look like this. Column decade, under that is 10, and column millennium, under that is 1000. So that's how it should look like. So how do we accomplish that? On line 15 here, and line number is kind of small, you may or may not be able to see them. I print first in 10 character width or field width the word decade, and right justified because last time I had it right justified. Okay, so really E of the decade should be here, D should be here, A should be there, and it should gonna go like that. Okay, and then in the field width of 15, once again the right justified, I want to print the word millennium. Okay, but then I use the same Setw and print the value of the decade, which is 10, again right justified, and use the same Setw and print the value of the millennium, which is 1000, right justified. Okay, so output of these, effect of and output of these four lines looks like this here, these two lines. So notice in 10 width, decade is printed right justified, and in 15 width, millennium is printed again right justified, and then the value 10 is once again right justified. There's nothing before these two, so those are left blank, and again 1000 right justified. But of course at times you may want to print them left justified. So let's see how that's going to look like. The output should be like this, and the code for that. So if I want to print both columns left justified, I put the word left here, and Setw has to be there, of course. Left needs to be applied only once. It will be global after that until I change it by applying the right again. So this time the word decade will be left justified in 10 column width, and word millennium will be left justified in 15 column width. And the data value of the decade, which is 10, will be left justified in 10 width, and the data value of millennium, which is 1000, will be left justified. Output of these two lines is shown here, and you can see that up to 10 I have the decade and the blank space, and the 10 is printed here, and there's a blank space here as well. And the millennium starts at column 11, and of course it leaves the blank space up to the 15 set width, and same thing with 1000, so it's printed in the 15 width left justified. Okay, so that's the left justification. So if I want to do the columns and want to align numbers in columns and headers, then this is the right justification for the columns and the data, and this is the left justification printing for the columns and data. We can't tell you center printing yet. That requires Setfill, and that's the next topic I'm going to discuss, the Setfill. Okay, so let's go back to our Word document because I want to say a few things about the Setfill. And again, center justified printing would not be done in this video anyway. I'm just going to show you how this Setfill works. So let me go to the Word document where I have some description in lecture 4. This is added recently, so you probably don't have a copy of this. I can provide a copy. All right. So Manipulators Setfill is used in conjunction with Setw to pad extra spaces before the output with any desired character. So padding, you can choose the padding character if output right justified, or after the output when output is left justified. So if there are any blank spaces left, extra spaces left, you can pad them with character of your choice using Setfill. And judicious use of Setfill can simplify the process of center aligning the output in columns. The exact column aligning, however, would require knowing character width of all outputs before outputting them. And doing that is too advanced a process for this textbook at this point. And we are going to now discuss how the Setfill works. And Setfill also takes a argument n. Setfill actually takes a argument, the character that you're going to pad with. So Setfill function takes as argument the character you wish to use for padding unused spaces in width set by Setw. Okay, so that's that. So let's go back to our code, Xcode. Okay, so one more time, use of Setfill to fill empty spaces in field width after data output. Empty spaces, if any, will be after data output because output is left aligned right now because I had set the left here. Okay, so looks like I didn't need to do that, but I did that anyway. I set the left again, and this time I have the word decade left aligned in the 10 field width. But then I told the system that if this is not 10, which it isn't, fill the rest of the spaces with asterisk. So really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, there should be 4 asterisk after the word decade. And same thing here, I told it that in the 15 set width, first left justified put the word millennium, which is actually 10 characters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And in the rest of the 5, I should put the asterisk. And then I'm printing the data value, decade is 10. So I told the system that print 10 left justified and fill rest of it with asterisks up to 10. And then in the 15 field width, print millennium value, which is 1000, and pad rest of the spaces with this asterisk. Okay, so let's see what will be the output of these two lines. And maybe I can copy these and go to my Word document. Actually, I need a different window, this one here, and I guess I could copy and paste the code here just to make sure that you understand that. Okay, the fonts are too large. Okay, let's just reduce those. That doesn't work. Calibri, sorry. Calibri 12. Even that doesn't work. 10. Okay, this will work. All right. So this is the code, and these two lines are the output. So you can see set width field of 10, and then the word decade, and then asterisk. So okay, somehow my asterisks are missing. I don't know why. Okay, undo. Yeah, hold on a second, I'll be back. Okay people, I'm back. I realized that for correct application of Setfill, it has to be applied after Setw but before output of the data. So this is the correct code here, so you will get a copy of the correct code. And basically, if I have this code here, it's a nightmare again. Calibri 12 would be fine. Actually, Calibri even smaller, 10. So if I apply setw10, which means print next output into 10 spaces, but if you have empty spaces, fill them with asterisk, and then print the word decade. And so this is the output because I had a left justification earlier. So it printed decade left justified, and decade has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters. So 1, 2, 3, 4 asterisks. And then millennium should be printed in 15 field width, but fill the blank space with asterisk. So millennium is 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces filled. And same thing here, the value of decade as data was 10. So we have 8 spaces, and value of millennium was 1000. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and rest are asterisk. Okay, and let's show you now the right justified. This was left justified. So let's go back to Xcode and get the right justified data, and these are the results of the right justified data. Once again, nightmare, I have to go to Calibri 12 to 11. So right justified in width of 10, fill up the empty spaces with asterisk, the word decade. Right justified, so 4 asterisk before that. Same thing here, fill width of 15. Right justified was already there, fill up empty spaces with asterisk. So millennium takes 10, and it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 asterisk, and it did the same thing with the 10. The value of decade, which is 10, fill up the ones before with asterisk, 1000, and fill up the rest before asterisk. So that's all the stuff we want to say about set W, left, right, and fill. Thank you so much. We'll be back with more stuff, how to build table based on these things. Thank you. Bye.